past tense is used as past tense of will. Would is the past tense of will, and this is used in indirect speech. For example, he said to me that he would look into the matter. Now let's go to the screen, please. Rushikesh sir, allow the screen, please. Rushikesh sir, screen, please.
Yes, sir.
Oh. He said to me that he would look into the matter. Then we used would to indicate past activity. In the past, he would go for a long walk every morning. Then to express wish or desire, we have used would. I would rather starve than beg. And now, next use of would is to indicate a request. To indicate a request or to express a request, we use would. Would you please close the door? Would you please indicate indicate would you please would you please close the door? Close the door. And then question mark. Though the question mark is there, but it is not a question actually. Would you please close the door? It's a request. Very kindly, it is requested to the listener that he should close the door. Would you please close the door? Would is used. Would you? Would you please close the door? Please close the door. It's a request. And would you please becomes more polite. More polite. Now, dear students, the next auxiliary verb is can. Verb is can. Can. Modal auxiliary can is used to indicate permission. Can is used for the permission or to indicate the permission. For example, can I come in? Can I come in? Can I come in? Instead of this, we can use may I come in. But can is also used to indicate the permission. Means, am I permitted to come in? Can I come in? May I have permission to come in? Do I have permission to come in? Can I come in? For the can I come in? Next, can is used to indicate possibility. To indicate possibility. This road can be blocked. 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 Can is used for the permission or to indicate the permission. Next use possibility. This road can be blocked. That means it is possible for the road to be blocked. It is possible for the road to be blocked. Accident can happen anytime. Accident can happen anytime. Accidents can happen any time. Accidents can happen anytime. Here, this road can be blocked. Accidents can happen anytime. Then, factual possibility that the road may be found blocked. Then, to indicate ability, can is used to indicate ability. For example, he can speak English. He can speak. He can speak. He can speak English. He can speak English. Means it is his ability to speak English. We are learning the use of English. Can I come in? Permission. Accidents can happen. Possibility. He can speak English. His ability. He can speak English. Then he can solve this problem. He can solve this problem. Can solve this problem. This problem. Means it is his ability to solve this problem. So dear friends, look at the uses of can, because after this there is the could, and you know could is the past form of can. So can I come in? Permission. Accidents can happen. Possibility. He can speak English. His ability. And now we are to learn the could. Next auxiliary. Could is the past tense of can. Could. 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 The model auxiliary is used. It is used as past tense of can in indirect speech. Dear friends, should was used as the past tense of shall in indirect speech. Then would was used in indirect speech as the past tense of will. And likewise, this could is the past tense of can. So could is used in the indirect speech as the past tense of can. For example, he said that he could solve the problem. 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 Here, could is the past tense of can. it is used in the indirect speech. Then what is the direct speech of this sentence? He said, I can solve the problem. He said, I can solve the problem. And the past and the indirect speech of sentence, he said that he could solve the problem. Can changes to could, and could is the past tense of can. So we can make out could as a past tense of can is used in the indirect speech. Next, use of could to indicate ability in the past. Can was used as the ability. For example, he can speak. He can speak. This was the ability. But now, instead of can, could is used as for the past tense or for the past action. That past action is ability. So for the past ability, could is used. For example, I could swim across the river. I could swim across the river when I was young. I could swim across the river. I could swim across the river when I was young. When I was young. When I was young. So it was my ability to swim across the river. To swim across the river, that means to swim from one end to another end. But it was at that time my ability to swim from one end to another end of that river when I was young. So ability in the past is indicated by the use of could. Again, let me tell you, could is the past tense of can, and this could is used for ability in the past also. I could swim across the river when I was young. Very good. Next, to indicate permission. To indicate permission. Could I use your telephone? 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 So for the request or for the permission, could is used. Could I use your telephone? Very good. And to indicate possibility. To indicate possibility. Now, in the second one sentence, you could see that was the passive possibility in the past. But next sentence, you will see this road could be blocked. Possibility in the future. This road could be blocked. 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 Means this road can be blocked. Next, could can be used for theoretical or factual possibility and indicate present or future time. Indicate present or future time. Compare it with can and may. But here, this could can be compared with the can and may. Then you would understand better. Could also expresses possibility in conditional sentences. In conditional sentences, could is used to express possibility. Now look at here. Here is the condition. Conditional sentence. If I had the money, अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते, if I had the money, I could buy the house. तो मैंने घर खरीदा होता. If I had the money. So in conditional sentences, could is used. Let's see this example. If I had the money, if I had the money, If I had the money, I could buy the house. I could buy the house. I could buy the house. If I had the money, I could buy the house. If I had the money, I could buy the house. I could have helped him. One more example of this type. I could have helped him. I I could have helped him. I could have helped him if he had asked me. If he had asked me. If he had asked. Could also expresses possibility in the conditional sentence. If I had the money, I could buy the house. I could have helped him. I could have helped him if he had asked me. And next, could is used to express a polite request. Would is used for a request. We have learned it. Would is used for the request, the polite request. For example, would you please close the door? Will you please close the door, or would you please close the door? So would is used for the polite request. Likewise, could is used for the polite request. For the polite request. For example, could you wait for a moment? Could you wait for the moment? Could you wait for the moment? Could you wait for the moment? Here is the polite request. Could you wait for the moment? Or could you lend me your bicycle for a day? Could you lend me your bicycle for a day? You lend your bicycle. Could you lend your bicycle for a day? For a day. This way, the could is used for the polite request. So, dear friends, today we have learned the auxiliaries like do, shall, should, will, would, then can, and could. Shall is used for the future action, and it is used with the first person. I shall begin the work tomorrow. We shall begin the work tomorrow. And will is used for the future action with the second person and third person. For example, you will begin the work tomorrow. He will begin the work tomorrow. Shall is used in the second and third persons or with the second and third persons to express a command, threat, or promise. For example, you shall leave this place at once. Command. If you make a noise, you shall be punished. He shall get a prize if he does not make a single mistake. Should is used in the indirect speech as the past tense of shall. For example, I said that I should report for duty the next day. Should is used to express duty or obligation. For example, we should obey our parents and teachers. Next, to express advice. Should is used to express advice. For example, you should not tell lies. With this use, should is used to express condition also. Should this happen, I will resign. We have also learned the uses of will. As the modal auxiliary, will is used to indicate future tense. For example, my friend will come tomorrow. Will is used to indicate request. Will you have tea? Will you please open the door? Along with this use, will is used to indicate promise. I will take care of your brother. That means I promise to take care of your brother. Will is used to indicate determination. We will fight to the finish. We will fight to the finish. That means we are determined to fight to the finish. Will is also used to indicate characteristics or habit. For example, he will be talking all the time without doing anything. The machine will work very well and will not give any trouble. After that, we have learned the use of would. As the modal auxiliary, would is used. Number one, would is used as the past tense of will in the indirect speech. For example, he said to me that he would look into the matter. He would look into the matter. As past tense of will to indicate past activity. Would is used as the past form of the will to indicate action in the past time or the past activity. For example, in the past, he would go for a long walk every morning. To express a wish or desire, would is used to express a wish or desire. For example, I would rather starve than beg. I would rather starve than beg. यानी मैं भूखा मरूंगा लेकिन भीख नहीं मांगूंगा. यानी आई वुड रादर स्टार स्टार रहना मैं पसंद करूंगा लेकिन भीख नहीं मांगूंगा. I would like to ask you something, and very important use of would we have learned, and that was to indicate a request. It is not an ordinary request. It is more polite request. For example, would you please close the door? Then, dear friends, we have learned the uses of can. The uses of can. As a modal auxiliary, can is used to indicate permission. For example, can I come in? Means, am I permitted to come in? You can go now. Means you are permitted to go now. You can't do that. You are not permitted to do that. Then, possibility. To express the possibility, we can use can. This road can be blocked. Means it is possible for the road to be blocked. Accidents can happen anytime. Means it is possible for the accidents to happen anytime. Then ability. We can use can to express ability. For example, he can speak English. Means he is able to speak English. He can lift this heavy box. Means he is able or powerful enough to lift this box, and he can solve this problem. And finally, we have learned the uses of could. As a modal auxiliary, could is used as past tense of can in indirect speech. Could is used as the past tense of can in the indirect speech. And to indicate permission, could I use your telephone? Who could is used to indicate possibility. This road could be blocked. Then could also express as possibility in conditional sentences. For example, if I had the money, I could buy the house. I could have helped him if he had asked. And finally, could is also used for the polite request. Could you wait for a minute? Could you wait for a minute? Or could you wait for the moment? Actually, this is the form of interrogative or the question, but it is not a question in meaning. It is the request. Could you lend your bicycle for a day? Though it seems to be a question, but it is not a question. It is a polite request. Could you lend your bicycle for a day? Dear friends, we stop here today for the day. Now we shall begin our doubt session. Please. Rushikesh sir, please, we will start our doubt session. The study that we have completed up to now. If you have any query or problem, please ask me. Rushikesh sir, doubt session, please.
Is anyone have doubts, then raise your hand. Yes, Vedas, speak.
Can you give example of have primary auxiliary?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Your question, please. Yes.
Can you give example of have for primary auxiliary?
Example of
Have.
have.
Yes.
Have. Okay.
Yes.
Have is primary auxiliary. Have is primary auxiliary. Do, have, and be. Have, has, had. These are the forms of the have. For example, I have a book. Here, have is used as a main verb here. But I have completed my homework. Now here is used as the helping verb. It helps to the main verb complete in this sentence to complete the sense. Again, you have played very well this way.
Okay.
Next,
Thank you.
have is used as main verb as well as helping verb. Firstly, I have told you the example of main verb. I have a book. I have a book. Have shows the possession. It comes here as the main verb. And when it is used as the auxiliary, it helps to the main verb to complete the sense. For example, I have completed my homework. You have played very well. You have completed your study very nicely this way. Please. Next.
Please raise your hand. Who has doubt? No one has a doubt.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Rest of the part of the study will be taken tomorrow. Thank you.
Please wait for my new message. If there will be science lecture at 10:30 or not, I'll message you. But try to join at 10:30 for 5 minutes. If the lecture will continue, that time you will got the proper information. Is it on 10:30 or at another time? If it on another time, then I will message you for the science lecture. Please try to join at 10:30. If there will be light at the sir's house, then I will on the session at 10:30 for the science lecture. Within 5 minutes, you are able to sort out that there will be science lecture or not at 10:30. Please try to join at 10:30. If there will be the lecture or not, you can understand at 10:30. If it rescheduled, then I will also inform you.